Good morning, good Shabbos, Shema Mubarak, Blessed Sunday, all the holy days in a row. So, this week is the week in the Torah portion that we'll read from the Torah tomorrow morning in the synagogue. It's the week of Lech L'cha, where God commands Abraham to go to a place where he will be shown. And so I just want to read this in the Hebrew and translate each word. It's very interesting. So, Vayomer Adonai El Avraham, and God said to Avram, Avram, he's not Abraham yet, he's Avram. Later, when he becomes more spiritually developed, they'll add the Hey, which is one of the letters of the divine name. So, Avraham will be his name later, but still today, and this week, his portion, he is Avram. Av is father, and Am is people, so father of people, Avram. Lech L'cha, go. L'cha it means get going, get going. Lech L'cha, get yourself going. It also could mean go to yourself. So Lech L'cha, me'artsacha, from your land, from your familiar place. Umimoladatacha, and from the place of your molad is birth, from your relatives, from your family, from all of your birth um, relatives, from your mother and father, right? Umibeit avicha, and from the house of your father. El haaretz, to the land asher ad echa, that I will show you. So God's not revealing where Abraham is to go, but God does say, I will show you. So for us, if we want to, and this is, it's a known way to interpret this particular sentence as a literally, but also as symbolically for us in our own journeys. So Lech L'cha, go to your own self, to your true self. And in order to do that, you have to leave everything maybe that's familiar. You can't be encumbered by your conditions, where you lived, where your parents lived, from the house of your father. And one of the midrashim says that Avram's father made idols, so leaving that behind, and trusting that God will show us where we're going. So um, it's um, it's a big one. It's an exciting one. Um, how can we find the true self, the one that isn't the pattern of behavior that we maybe are used to, isn't is not conforming to others' expectations, the part that's not tied physically, but especially spiritually, excuse me, and mentally, to what's familiar. It's open to being led to the place where we will be shown, and trusting that we will be shown. When we get to that center place, that we can trust that. We can trust that God is there, or that the divine essence will reveal itself. The divine essence that we carry within us, that we are inextricable from. If we allow ourselves to go deeply in, we can avail ourselves of wisdom that maybe is coming from beyond us, or Yud He Vav He, the divine unfolding will reveal. So when we go through life with an awareness of this unity and that we are being led in every moment, it's very powerful and very centering, very comforting at times. Life may throw us curveballs, things we're not expecting, and we have inside of us this path to connect to Yud He and Vav He, the divine unfolding that I will show you, says Hashem. Yud He and Vav He, Yud He Vav He says this. So in our practice this morning, we take the path of the breathing because it's a neutral path. The breath is always there, doesn't have an opinion. You can trust the breath to be there, being breathed. You follow the breath in and out, watching it, moving back to see it in broader perspective as it fills the lungs, as it fills the whatever crevices that need to be filled in us. You know, the breath is our conduit for oxygen, which goes to every cell. So we can feel ourselves opening up. And we become the watcher. Observing bodily sensations, observing breathing, quieting the mind, becoming open, becoming like a blank slate, which is what God is asking Avram, to leaving behind all the encumbrances, becoming open to what is being revealed in any moment. And trusting that. So I will time us now for 30 minutes. Welcome back. I love the idea that the breath is neutral. It doesn't have an opinion. It's just a refuge, like a cool stream or a cool pool of water. You can immerse yourself in the breath and you can be purified. It's the whole sentence in Lech L'cha, that first sentence, is so much like our meditation practice. We're leaving behind the thoughts, the plans, the expectations. We're leaving behind our identities, really. The identity of place, family. Not that we're separating ourselves necessarily from place and family, but we're not of that. We are of something bigger that we will be shown in every moment. And enrich, hopefully enrich, maybe our family and our place. But in order to bring something to our communities, we have to retreat into what we know is true. And then we can act from that place and lead if we're called to lead, or help if we're called to help. But I love the trusting that God will show us how we are called to be and where we are called to be and who we are as we continue to evolve. We're not static in a box. Even if we're in the same place with the same people, inside, we continue to grow. So this is where the Torah really starts. We had the stories of Noah, the flood. We had the stories of creation. And in almost a mythological sense of ancient wisdom. Now, with Avram, who will become Avraham, the father, the great father, we begin our journey as a people. So thank you for joining me. Shabbat Shalom, and holy days to all of our friends.